Man, that person stopped way behind me. What's with people doing that, man? I appreciate people giving me my space, but it's a little much, man. There's like 2 car lengths behind me. Whatever. So, what up, Blockheads? I am not on my way to the garage. I'm so used to saying that because I'm always on my way to the garage. I am on my way to dinner at the Melting Pot over in the... I forget what part of town it's called. People call it the Dr. Phillips part of town, which is kind of weird. Sand Lake. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Over in the Sand Lake part of town. Evening ride. Just gonna go grab a quick bite with some friends, celebrate a friend's birthday, and yeah, then head back. How was it? Dude, what are they all honking about? So many honks. Man, my throttle is kind of sticky. What's going on with it? Come on, damn it. Just started this freaking vlog. Already sitting at red lights. So yeah, it's pretty much, I don't know, pretty close restaurant. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the Melting Pot. I have not. I heard it's like a fondue place, so I guess we'll kind of see what that's all about. All about the fondue. Isn't fondue like French or something? Seems like a very American thing. I don't know where it comes from, but it definitely seems like American, because Americans are all about cheese. But the French also like snails too, and that's gross. Escargot. Out of the filet mignon. I don't know about that filet mignon. More like filet mignon. So I've never actually had fondue. I know it's just like a pot of cheese or something, right? And then they give you various shit to like dip in it. But I mean, that sounds delicious to me. While it's not a very far ride, I did wear the full face helmet because I don't have any clear glasses. Seeing as how it's going to be a little bit darker, I kind of need to be able to see whenever I'm riding back, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I am saying? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Ooh, something smells bad right there, like sulfur. Actually, you know what? I think I rode by there in a previous vid and I smelled the same thing. Trump Pence. So whenever this moto vlog comes out, I'm sure the election will be over, but it's just crazy leading up to it. All the shit that happens in politics, man. I don't know if you guys watch House of Cards, but I really feel like this whole election and, you know, leading up to the election has been like real life House of Cards. And some people will be like, oh man, that's crazy. Dude, that is so corrupt. But yeah, man, I mean, just kind of on both sides of the fence, it just seems a little crazy. And, you know, out of all the population of the United States, like, that's what we came up with? On second thought, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe the U.S. needs to be shaken up a little bit. Actually, I think there's a voting place right around here somewhere. Yeah, look at that. Early voting center. I want to say they're open until like 8 o'clock, too. Early voting parking. Have to swing by there like tomorrow or something. You guys are ever in Orlando? There's this restaurant right here called Kiki's. There's actually a couple of them. There's one here, there's one over by Millennia, there's one over by Metro West, there's one in Winter Park. They have the most bomb breakfast and brunch. Now, my demographic from what I've seen on like YouTube and stuff is like 25 to 35. And I mean, I'm a fan of some brunch. Oh, dead end. I want to say it's in here somewhere. But yeah, man, how can you not be a fan of like some French toast? Totally gonna break some rules here. Moonfish, man, I know it's here somewhere. Tropical Cafe, Breeze Laser, if I wanted to get my hair removed, or maybe it's Laser Eye. There it is. The Melting Pot. It's a pretty popular place. Hells yeah. VIP parking, you know what I'm saying? And afterwards we can go to the My Gym, the Children's Fitness Center. Seriously? A children's fitness center? Like children gotta go to the gym now? You know what I did when I was a kid? I went outside. Don't go nowhere, little Iram. Little Iram.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Woo! That place was good, man, but the service took forever. Not like the server was slow or anything, but just the length of the meal service took forever. Just because it's like you've got your different packages, and we basically went for the 4-course meal, which was, you know, some little appetizers, and then you get a salad, you get the fondue, which is all that melty, cheesy goodness, and then you get dessert, or like you get a main entree, which is like your proteins. I got like all steak and a couple pieces of chicken. But it was delicious, like the way they do it. It's, I mean, you cook your own food, which is kind of weird to me to like go to a restaurant and pay money for you to cook your own food. And so you've got these long little skewers, and you basically like skew whatever you're gonna cook. So you start out with those skewers and you're dipping like stuff in cheese, and then after that you're like basically putting your proteins, like your meats and stuff, into a into like a broth, and they have like different flavored broths. I'll tell you what, that stuff is delicious because the meat comes out like really nice and tender and juicy, and picks up the flavors of the broth. It's really, really super good. So I'd highly recommend it. And then at the end you have your dessert, which is chocolate fondue, and with that basically they mix up different kinds of chocolate, so you can have your traditional milk chocolate. We also had like a snickerdoodle chocolate, and then you also have, I mean, like all sorts of different chocolates, which is kind of crazy. And then you got stuff to dip in it, like bananas and strawberries and brownies and Rice Krispie treats and, you know, some other fruit, marshmallows. It's freaking delicious. Man,